Good afternoon. Are you listening me?
Yes, we can.
Thank you. It is a pleasure to be here learning from these important informations. On behalf of the Algarve Sustainable Tourism Observatory, my best greetings to Dr. Dirk Glesser and Mrs. Cordula Wolmuter and all my colleagues from the tourism observatories. Let me share my PowerPoint with you with my brief presentation. I would like to talk about two themes. The first is linked with the observatory's constitution model based on the participation of stakeholders in the Algarve tourist destination. The second is related with a project the observatory is developing to ensure the construction of a tourist database to monitor sustainable development through a decision support system for the stakeholders of this destination, allowing for a perspective and deepening of a governance model for the Algarve's tourism. I would like to present briefly, 5 points linked with our observatory. The two first points are related with its structure, the stakeholder model, and the members of this observatory. The last 3 points presenting some key elements of our research project for the period 2021-2023. So something about general and specific goals, the general structure of our project, and our work in progress. The structure of our observatory, yes, I think it's better now. The structure of our observatory was inspired by the stakeholder model of destination development presented by Dr. Frechtling in a WTO meeting and published in 2002. In this model, destination stakeholders can be broken down into 3 primary groups: residents, suppliers, and tourists or visitors. But there are other secondary stakeholders, such as government officials and local tourism groups and others, indirect affected by visitor destination development. The government, national and local, serves residents and suppliers, and local tourism groups mainly serves suppliers. This model, as Dr. Frechtling mentioned, suggests that each major group affects others positively and negatively, but each group should be allowed to define its own priority needs and not have an arbitrary list imposed on it by government, marketeers, or even researchers. Our observatory was founded in 2019 by the following entities as a collaborative network. We have Algarve Regional Tourism Board, where we have representatives of business associations, local counties, and labor unions. Our university with its research centers and laboratories, technological laboratories, for example, the Algarve Regional Coordination and Development Commission, linked with the national government, and Tourism Portugal, the national department related mainly with the promotion of our country. But we also have other entities in its internal structure, in particular the consulting council, and the local working group, mainly from the business associations and firms. Let me give you a brief introduction of our research project. During, as I mentioned before, during the period 2021 and 2023, with a significant investment from our network members, our observatory will be developing a research project with the main goal of building an evaluation model to measure and monitor the development of tourism in the Algarve, complemented of a decision support system. This general goal has 4 specific goals. The first is related with the validation of the conceptual and operational model and the model's variables and the indicators. The second will give structured databases related with existing secondary information and needed primary data, and designing and validating primary data collection tools. With the third, we will design and implement an online decision support system. It means to design an architecture for decision support system and to develop an online technological solution for the system that will make public the information produced by the project. Sorry, let me go to the last specific goal. Will bring research results closer to business dynamics, collecting inputs and primary data, and influencing strategies, we hope, for a sustainable development of the Algarve destination. In this scheme, we can see the general structure of this project with the main goal and the 4 specific goals. At the center, we have the main goal, the evaluation model and the decision support system. Involving the main goal, we have the specific goals. First, model conception, producing outputs, variables, and indicators. Second, data collection, producing databases. Third, this decision support system, producing online decision system. And finally, knowledge transfer for the public. During this year, we are developing the first specific goal with 2 main steps. The first step, to get deeper insights about new needs of indicator to monitor development in a sustainable perspective, according to the societal challenges, namely sustainability indicators, economic, naturally, social, environmental, and institutional. It means maybe governance. Technological indicators, innovation indicators, but also considering other areas as climate change, public health, consumers' experience and behaviors, new consumers and experiences, and structural adjustment inside of the tourist industry. And the second step, to get the stakeholders' opinion about the above indicators' level of importance. Dr. Dirk Glesser, my last one.
Wonderful.
With me in this scientific coordination of the Observatory's project are my colleagues and good friends, Jorge András, Luís Pereira, and Rui Nunes. Thank you for your attention.